you, Mr. Speaker. The Chinese Communist Party's brutal campaign of oppression against the Uyghur people is a scar on the conscience of the world. The Labour Party stands with the people of China, including the Uyghur people in Xinjiang, and we condemn any actions by the CCP that infringe on their human rights. We know that 1.5 million Uyghur are incarcerated in re-education camps and subjected to ideological indoctrination courses where they must learn Mandarin Chinese, recite laws banning unapproved religious practices, and sing songs praising the Chinese Communist Party. And we know that beatings and solitary confinement are routinely used to punish those who fail to comply. The accounts that have emerged today about the CCP's draconian measures to suppress birth rates are utterly horrific. Women subjected to forced IUD insertions, pregnancy prevention injections, sterilisation. The CCP appears to be engaged in what some experts are calling a campaign of demographic genocide. Will the Minister therefore confirm today that the government will call for an impartial international investigation into what is happening in Xinjiang? Will he confirm that the imposition of measures intended to prevent births within an ethnic or religious group is expressly forbidden under the Article 2D of the UN Convention on Genocide? Will he confirm that any country that is a contracting party to the UN Convention on Genocide may call upon the UN to take appropriate action under Articles 4, 5 and 6 of that convention, and the UK government will now therefore make the necessary representations? Does the Minister recognise that the CCP actions in Xinjiang reflect a wider pattern of behaviour in terms of its increasingly authoritarian policies at home and aggressive expansionism abroad, including in Hong Kong, Ladakh and the South China Sea? And will he set out how the government intends to defend human rights and the rule of law? And will the government now engage proactively with the EU, the US and governments in the Asia-Pacific region who share our democratic values to lead the international response in building a consensus against the CCP's increasingly belligerent behaviour towards its own people? Thank you.
Well, I thank